things. This is work that's coming out of Rich Schultz's group. He heads up we have a group of sociologists and psychologists, social decision scientists. This is a graph of how people feel about privacy. And on a scale that's looking at would they be willing to take various types of information and share it. And what this graph shows is that the red are people that are older. The different three comparisons are people that have difficulties performing ADLs and IDLs, and this is their willingness to share information. And so you wouldn't, as you might expect, people that have some issues, some difficulties, and the older ones are more willing to have some type of sensing of their world to help those things get done. Now, all those questions that people have been asking are probably the wrong questions, because if you say, do you want to be monitored? Do you want to be monitored? No. If I give you a choice of going into a nursing home or being monitored, now what say you? Okay, that's what this last graph says. It posed that question. Given an alternative of some very life-changing event, some tipping point, what would your technology acceptance level be then? So, when you ask those questions in that way, you find different things. And you find that we don't really understand everything there is to know about how seniors feel about technology. One anecdotal thing I'll tell you also. You would expect that seniors would say, I don't want robots in my house because they're too complicated. I'll never figure out how to make them work. That would be wouldn't most of you say that's what seniors would say? Guess what? They actually seem to be a little bit more accepting than people my age. Why? Because they perceive a value greater than I would perceive a value in that robot. And that outweighs their kind of uneasiness about the technology. So let me close with this one idea. We're going to be looking at privacy. Watch this video and tell me what you see. You recognize anything happening? How many people? How many? Okay. There's the real thing. The point of this is that the computer could have made really good use of that data on the left without capturing the video on the right. Now, you couldn't make out anybody's face there, right? Here's another example. How many people in this scene? Okay. Same scene. So the recipe here is you're only allowed to capture people who are wearing white lab coats, the staff of the facility. Okay? Now, so what we're interested in now is, okay, could we convince people that we could protect their privacy using technology through things like this, through tricks like this? And believe me, they're more than tricks. The fellow who's behind it just stepped out for a second, Howard Wackler. It's hard stuff. Okay, so I'm going to flash this, other places to watch, other organizations, and thank you.